Last week, the United States Supreme Court issued a decision regarding the National Labor Relations Board. The court held that certain appointments by the President to the National Labor Relations Board were invalid. That meant that any meetings by the board were also invalid. So, naturally, any rulings by the board were invalid. It's just common sense. Now let's apply that to Tennessee. Members of our state Supreme Court can only run on a retention election ballot if they receive a positive recommendation from the Tennessee Judicial Evaluation Commission. But a trial judge earlier this year said that the composition of the board violated state law. So, you have an invalid commission. Of course, if the commission is invalid, then it would stand to reason that their meetings, like those of the NLRB, are also invalid, which necessarily means that their recommendations would be invalid. If their recommendations are invalid, these judges shouldn't be on the ballot. The ballot itself might be invalid. Now let's see what we have with the Tennessee Supreme Court. What we have with the court is perhaps an invalid election, which means that we have invalid justices, which means they have invalid meetings. And when that begins to happen, why, everything begins to fall apart, and you wind up with invalid court rulings.